So yes, you read the title correctly. This is really happening.
You cannot forget any strand of blonde. You will see it immediately.
Okay, are you guys ready to see the final results?
Hey, hello, and welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Hairdresser and I'm so happy that you clicked on this video. We are going to see somebody is going from blonde to ginger. It's really difficult to do that because you have to repigmentate your hair. It's really important, or it will be very vibrant, or you will not see the result that you want to see. You can see my video how to go from blonde to brown, copper, red, and then I explain which color you have to use to achieve the color that you want. But before we start, can I please ask you to subscribe to my channel, press that notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook, and you can follow me on TikTok.
I spent the majority of 2020 trying to remove the henna from my hair, which is a natural plant dye that I use to dye my hair red. That was the goal, was to remove the henna. But I ultimately wanted to be like a really pretty strawberry blonde color, and my natural hair color is blonde. This is my natural hair color. So after I got to the strawberry blonde, I was like, well, I'm already almost to blonde. Why don't I just go back to my natural hair color for a little while, let it grow out, give it a rest, and see how I feel about it. And I have seen how I felt about it. I do love it in some ways. I like that I can just let it grow. I feel like it's super healthy now. I had it cut. I just miss the red. I haven't done anything to my hair in the past like 4 months or so, 4 or 5 months, except for toner on my hair. So like I said, this is my natural color for the most part, at least the top 4 inches or so. You can kind of see the line here.
Are you going to color it again with henna? Henna is very good to color because it's very healthy. And if you are using henna powder with water, then it's really good. If you're using henna with a cream base, it's again a coloring, a normal coloring with oxidation. It gives shine, it doesn't break your hair, but getting rid of these henna dyes, it's not so easy.
So the colors I used were an 9CG light copper golden blonde, a 10N lightest neutral blonde, and an 8RN light red neutral blonde, and of course 20 volume developer.
So 9, a 10 and an 8 with copper and gold inside, and red, also red. If you want to have that color, you cannot use 20 volumes. You have to repigmentate your hair. Just put some extra pigments in your hair to prepare your hair to put a color on top of it. It's not a vibrant color. If you put a vibrant copper, it will be like a carrot. If you like that, no problem. If that is the goal, well done. But here is not the case that she wants. She wants a soft copper, maybe a little bit of red inside. If you want to do that, I will take something. If you are curious which brands I'm using in my salon, so this is one brand, Vitality's Zero without ammonia. We have 3 color brands. You can say, what 3? Well, every client is different. So one brand is more vibrant, another brand is more organic. I like working with many brands. Then Philip Martin's, that's an Italian brand, a very niche brand, also organic. And then I'm using Nayo. Nayo is from Kieman. And Kieman is an Italian brand, and I worked for Kieman many years ago. I was an educator for them all over Europe. None of these brands are sponsored. I'm just saying what we are using in my salon, because many times I see comments, what are you using? For example, so this is a base 6, she's using a base 9, 8 and 9. So she would repigmentate with a 9 or a 10. Always one tone lighter. You have like different tones from 1 till 10. So if you are coloring your hair with an 8, then you have to repigmentate with one tone lighter. That's for normal colors, for just natural colors. But she wants copper. So you have to put already some warm pigments, even copper pigments inside. If she comes in my salon and she says, I want this, then this is a tone 6. I would say I will repigmentate with a 7, but already with some warmth inside. So a gold. And then I repigmentate with that just to prepare the hair and then color it on top of that. How to repigmentate? I will hear you say, well, you repigmentate with 10 volumes, not 20. You leave it for 10 or 15 minutes, rinse it out, and then dry it, and then color it on top. So I explain every color in that video. So if you want to have from blonde to dark, check this video out. This will end with no result.
I added the full bottle of the 8RN and about a quarter of the 9CG since it was just a leftover from another day. And then I added the full bottle of the 10N. I did have to transfer it into a bigger bowl so that I could add equal parts of the 20 volume developer. I did go back in with a little bit more of the 9CG just to add more red. So the only time I've ever dyed my hair red with conventional dye was when I first started my YouTube channel.
She's taking sections. I'm really happy. You cannot forget any strand of blonde. You will see it immediately. So you have to make sure that every string is saturated and colored.
When I use blonde, I'm used to the colors and tones that come out, so I can kind of guess at what it will look like. But with this, I had no idea.
I have an idea. You will not see much of color on your hair. It will warm up your blonde, but it will look like you repigmented. Your first application will be like repigmentating.
So now I'm just gonna wait about 30 minutes for this to develop in my hair. I'm just so nervous that it's either gonna come out orange, like bright neon orange, not red at all, muddy, or like red and not copper. I'm very picky with the copper that I want my hair, and if it doesn't come out that way, I hope I won't be upset.
Don't worry, it will not be vibrant because you did not choose a vibrant color. If you put like crazy colors, vibrant copper or red on that blonde, yes, it will be, but the colors that she used was not vibrant, so it will not turn massively ginger or something.
So I'm honestly so scared that this is gonna come out way too orange for me and not the copper strawberry blonde that I'm hoping for. So this was my inspiration for going copper again. I really love this hair color on Ariel Winter. I think it's beautiful. With that said, I'm going to go wash this out of my hair and I will be right back. Wish me luck, I'm so nervous. So I'm confused. It's definitely not what I was expecting in any way, shape, or form. I'm definitely gonna have to redo it at some point because it did not take to my hair at all.
It's more gold. It's warmer color. The pigments that you put it in your hair are now inside. They are not an empty tube anymore. Now you have to color it all over that and it will be more ginger. Now you repigmentate it. You just did it with 20 volumes. If you have done it with 10 volumes, more pigments will be inside.
I had recently toned my hair with this platinum lace color brilliance toner, and I feel like that definitely overruled the dye I just did. Like, you guys saw how red it looked before I went in the shower, and it just blows my mind that it's not even in my hair at all.
It's not the silver toner that did that.
This was a total fail. I feel like this was my first fail video.
It is not a fail. I've seen different fails on YouTube. This is not a fail. It did not come out as you expected, but it was not a fail. And do you know the meaning of the word fail? It's first attempt in learning. Fail. Is that a bad thing? No.
The next morning, I woke up early. I had a work meeting around 1, and the second I opened my eyes, I was trying to find any excuse to re-dye my hair this morning. even though I used all the dye yesterday. I was looking for any sign to tell me it was a good idea, like the red dye stain I got on my door, or the orange creamer bottle sparking many ideas in my head. So I decided to dig through the drawer with our stockpile of hair dye and see if I could find anything that could get me to a red color. I ended up finding a 7CG dark copper golden blonde, a 9N light neutral blonde, and a 9CG light copper golden blonde, and of course the 20 volume developer.
So it will be a little more dark than the first products that she used. She's not realizing yet, but she repigmented her hair with the 9, and now she's going to color it with a 7 and a 9, so it will be an 8. So I guess the color will be great now.
It's definitely still very, very blonde. It has some gold up at the top. I found some hair dye that I think could work to get me to a more copper red color. Hopefully it comes out okay.
I have confidence that this will be okay if you apply it good.
I don't know.
Like before,
when I started filming this, it was about 10 a.m. and my meeting was at 12:30, so I was in a huge rush and a race against the clock.
That is not a good thing, that you are racing against the clock and you're changing your hair before a meeting. I've seen it before, but I have confidence in you. You are taking sections, it will turn out okay.
You know, to apply it, to let it develop, sit on my head for 30 minutes, wash it out, and then make myself presentable. It was a huge rush. We were also redoing our bathroom for the next few days, so I wouldn't be able to do this any other time. So if it came out terrible, this was gonna be it. Okay, are you guys ready to see the final results?
Woo!
What do you think?
Yes! Look how good it is!
It's not like red, but it's more copper. I think that it's a very natural shade of red, and I don't know, I feel weird about being red at this point. I feel like I'm two different people when I'm a blonde and when I'm red. It's very interesting how your hair color affects how you feel about yourself. I'm also excited that this is a red color that is a chemical, it's not henna. And then I'm able to change the hair color if I want to. I can go blonde if I want to. So let me know what you guys think of the final result and if you prefer me as a blonde or as a redhead.
It looks good on you. It looks amazing on you. Don't go straight to blonde. I like this copper for you. I like copper. You see, the first color was to repigmentate your hair. You didn't see much, but the pigments were already in your hair, and that was needed for the second color to show more. It was not repigmented enough, so it's turned lighter than you wanted, but it turned great. If you are going from blonde to ginger, repigmentate your hair, look at my video and see what kind of color you need to use to repigmentate your hair. If you want to go to red, copper, brown, any color. If you want to have a very vibrant color, you don't need to repigmentate, just put the vibrant color on your blonde and it will be massive. You want to have a pastel color on your hair, don't repigmentate, just put the pastel on your blonde, because these pastel colors just go on platinum blonde. Have you been entertained by this video? Have you been learning? Have you learned from this video? Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, press that notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on TikTok. All I'm going to say today is CIAOKES.